Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the fourth lab session of Programming Fundamentals. Okay, before starting the lab session, can someone respond whether am I audible to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Today I am going to teach you the lab session 4. That means selections in C. Okay, before going to the lab sheet 4, do you have any questions in lab sheet 3? I think that all of you guys upload the whatever the questions available, exercise questions available in the previous lab session. Any questions? Okay, seems to be you don't have any question. Therefore, I'll move to the today's practical session called selections in C. Okay, what does it mean by a selection? Okay, to learn about the selection, you need to know the control structure of the program. Okay, in the last week also, I explained that part little bit. Control structure. Okay, control structure for program consists of three parts: sequence, selection, and repetition. Sequence, selection, and repetition. Okay, so far you learn how to write a sequence program. That means hash include whatever the header file. After that, int main or void main. After that, open and close bracket. And within the bracket, you can provide whatever the code. Let's say int x, int y, let's say x equals 7, y equal 8. Then int z equal x plus y, likewise. And printf percentage d, and answer is z. Likewise, you can provide whatever the thing. So sequence mean this instruction execute sequentially one by one from top to bottom. So this is the called sequence of control structure sequence part. Okay. And the last week, I explained some part of a selection. Selection means based on a particular condition, you can execute a set of instruction. That means based on a particular condition. If the condition is true, you can instruct a set of code to be executed. And if the condition is false, you can provide another set of instruction to be executed. Okay, that means if time of the day less than 12, you can say good morning. Otherwise, that means else. Otherwise, you can say good afternoon. Okay, this is we call a selection. Not only one statement, you can provide more than one statement if this condition is true. Okay, and this condition is false, also you can provide more than one statement. This part we called selection in C. Okay, today you will learn how to write the selection statement. Okay, and the upcoming weeks you will learn what does it mean by a repetition. Okay, selections in C. Control structure are consisting of conditional statement and repetitions. Conditional, that means repetition you will learn upcoming lab sessions. Conditional statement take a important part in programming. Okay, a brief introduction of a conditional statement is included in this lab session. Okay, control structures. For practical use of computers, selective and repetitive execute are necessary. In the C language, there are many control structures used to handle that repetition and conditional statement. Okay. C language consists of the following control structure. Okay. If else part and switch, while, do while, for, break, and continue. Okay. Those things we use for the control structure selection and repetition. Okay, sequence is, you know, that one by one execution, and the selection and the controlling part. Actually, controlling part is the selection and the repetition, control of your program. Okay, selection and repetition done by several keywords. That means several parts. If else, if statement, as well as if else statement, and the switch, while, do while, for, break, and continue. Okay. The today's lab session, you will learn in detail how to write if-else statement. Okay, you will be learned if statement, if-else statement, if-else ladder, nested if-else statement, likewise. And the switch statement, you will be learned in the next week. That means next lab session, you will learn how to write the switch statement. And the while, do while, and the break and the continue part, you may learn in upcoming weeks. Okay, and there is a question. So can you discuss 5.1 in lab sheet 3? Lab sheet 3.5.1, what was the question? What is the question 5? Write the output of the following program. You mean this question? That mean NetMe JS. Did you ask this one? Yes. Now the question asks that the void main, it is constants value, const char, that variable name is var, and value is a. Okay, that means there is a value, you know. However, the whatever the variable char or int or whatever the one, it saves the binary value. Okay, a is a particular character, there is a binary value available. So I can show you that the binary value using the ASCII table. Take a particular ASCII table from the internet, you can get a particular value in the A. For the capital A, it is 65. That means decimal value is 65. Okay. Therefore, when you are providing the a decimal value, the binary value equivalent to the decimal 65 will be saved in this variable. However, it is constant value. That means once the value is assigned, the value cannot be changed. Okay. And here what happened? You try to increase the value by 1. Okay, that means initially value is 65. You try to provide it as 66. Okay, since this is constants, you are not allowed to increase or decrease or change the value. Okay, that's why in this line it give you an error. Error cannot assign variable var with constants equal type constants char. Const mean you can assign, but you cannot change that value. That is the issue. Did you understand? Or do you need any more clarification? NetMe JAS. Okay, that means there is no output because there is a compilation error. Okay, that's the part for the previous question. Now I'll move to the today's one. Conditional statement. Okay, the program makes a selection or decision based on some condition. Okay, program make a selection or decision. That means same thing. It take a decision based on a condition. There are three main types of statement in C language for selective operator. They are if statement, if else ladder, and the switch case. Okay, today you will learn the if statement and the if else ladder. First one is if statement. If there is no else closure, and if statement is a one-way selection. That means, so you can write a program if time less than 12, say good morning, and this part won't available. That means programmer don't write this part. That means only if the time is less than 12, say good morning, else mean equal to 12 or greater than 12, nothing happen. Okay, so I can show you that example. Let's say in time and ask user to enter the time, printf, enter time, scanf, percentage d, you can provide end time, and you can write the condition. This is the way. If after that the condition, then whatever the statement you like, you can write if time less than 12, then you can provide printf. What you have to provide, say good morning. Let's say good morning and semicolon. So we can write this, we can run this program. Enter time, let's say 11. We'll say it's a good morning. Okay. If you provide greater than 12, let's say 13. So there is no any output. Again, let's say time is 12. There is no output because condition false. Okay. That means else part is not available. Just only the condition is true, the set of instruction can be written here. If the condition is false, the else part is not available. So such kind of thing we call that one-way selection. Okay, only condition is true, a set of instruction. Here only one instruction available, you can provide set of instruction. Only if the condition is true, that set of instruction will be executed, otherwise nothing happen. Okay, so when the condition in the parameters evaluate to true and more than one statement is to be executed. Okay, now here you have to provide only what do you call one statement. Suppose that now you need to execute more than one statement. Printf goodbye. Okay, then try to execute this program. Let's say 11. If the 11, we have to say good morning and goodbye. Yes, it's working. Good morning and goodbye. Okay, provide the slash n, take the goodbye to the next line. Okay, let's say the time is 10. Yes, good morning, goodbye. And let's say time is 14. That means condition is false. If the condition is false, this line should not be executed. Okay, sorry, 14 and press enter. But it say goodbye. But I told you we have to execute these two lines only if the condition is true. But condition is false. The first line has not been executed. So not executed because its condition is false. Yes, it is okay. But the second line has been executed. Okay, remember that if you need to execute more than one line in the if condition, when the if condition is true, you have to provide this more than one line, that means two lines within the curly braces. That means you have to provide opening curly brace here and here closing curly brace. Okay, that means you are defining the starting block of the if condition, and this is the ending block of the if condition. So within the starting and ending points, you can provide these two lines to be executed. So we can run this program. If the time is 9, that means less than 12. Yes, good morning, goodbye. And if time is 15, so nothing will be executed because the goodbye also inside the if condition, inside this block. Okay. But if you have only one thing, good morning. Okay. Here, let's say 4, good morning. Let's say 13, nothing is printed. Okay. So if you have only one line, this curly braces are optional. If you want, you can remove. But if you have more than one line, you have to provide the curly braces. දැන් සිංහලෙන් කියනවා නම් මේ condition එක ඇතුලේ ඔයගලන්ට execute වෙන්න ගොඩක් දේවල් තියෙනවා. printf විතරක් නෙමෙයි scanf හරි තව මොන හරි lines තියෙනවා නම් execute වෙන්න line එකකට වඩා තියෙනවා නම් අනිවාර්යෙන් මේවා ටික curly brace ඇතුලේ තියෙන්න ඕන. They should be inside the curly braces. Okay, not like the other programming languages. So you know that indentation is not considered as a inside the block. So when you are providing with the other languages like Python or something, if you provide some indentation, the Python programming language identify it is inside the if block. That means if you provide printf goodbye, likewise the other programming languages like Python, they can identify all these two lines belong to the if condition. But C programming language is not there. You have to provide the curly braces. Okay. Likewise, you have to provide the curly braces. And the indentation, the tab space is not required at all. You can provide the printf in these lines also. Likewise, you can provide the printf in this way. However, it should be within the curly braces. Okay. However, for the identification of the program in proper way, it's better you provide this kind of tab spaces. Okay, now I think you guys can understand the single way of if condition. Okay, here is a compound statement that composed a several statement bounded by the braces can replace a single statement. Here you can say there is a age variable called age. It asks to input your age, and if the age is greater than 18, you can vote. If the age is less than 18, nothing will be printed. Okay, and here there is another one, same thing. If your age is greater than 18, you can vote and you may happy. The both lines will be printed if this condition is true. Otherwise, nothing will be printed. I think you guys can understand this part. Likewise here. The next one is the if else statement. Okay, If-else statement is used to carry out the logical test as you learned about, and then take the two possible action depending on the outcome of the condition, whether the outcome is true or false. So this is the condition. So what you can do, let's say I'm going to write only one condition, only one output. If the time is less than 12, good morning, then next you put else. Okay. Else mean the condition is false. That means this condition is false. Remember that this else is belongs to the false of this if condition. Okay, that means time greater than or equal to 12 is the else. Here condition is less than 12. The opposite of this one is greater than or equal to 12. In such a situation, you can provide printf good afternoon. And /n. Okay, you can run this program. Let's say time is 9. Then good morning. If you run this program again, the time is 13. It's a good afternoon. Okay. And remember that the curly braces are optional here because only one line is there. Therefore, if you want, you can remove these curly braces. Okay, that is also possible. Let's say 10. Good morning. 17. Good afternoon. Okay, suppose that now you need to write more than one line. If the condition is true, then you have to provide these curly braces. Let's say good morning and printf have a nice day. /n. And the else part, let's say you need to provide more than one line. Then here also you can provide curly braces. Printf. Let's say here you provide have a nice day. Let's say goodbye. Okay, now I'm going to run this program. Enter time 9. Yes, good morning, have a nice day. And I run this program again. Let's say 15. Good afternoon, goodbye. Okay, now I think you guys have a proper idea of if-else statement. Okay, any questions up to here? Shall we move to the next part? Okay, next one is if and else if statement. Okay, if and else if statement. We call it is if else ladder. Okay, let's say if the condition 1 is true, you can provide the statement, and the else part also you can provide another if condition. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say time. If time less than 12, we need to provide good morning. Okay, and the else part we wrote good afternoon. Okay, but you know that after 5 or 6 o'clock, usually we say good evening. Okay, then what you have to provide in the else. Else mean opposite of this condition. So this is our condition. This is the condition. Opposite of this condition. What is the opposite of condition? Time greater than or equal to 12. Greater than or equal to 12 is this one. That means greater than or equal to 12 mean, that mean 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Suppose that user enter up to 23 hours. Okay. But you know that after 18, that means after 6 o'clock, we usually say good evening. Suppose that in here, you have to provide good evening. That means 1, 2, 3 at 1 o'clock at the morning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 11. Up to this point, you have to say good morning. And from here to here, you have to provide good afternoon. And the else. So whatever the things, that mean 18, 19, whatever the part 20, 21 up to 23. Let's say good evening. Okay. Now there are 3 parts available. So what you have to provide in the else part, you have to provide the good afternoon, but you have to omit this good evening part. That means greater than 18 part, you need to remove. How do you remove? In the else part, you have to write another if condition. Okay, else part means you select up to here. First, if time less than 12, this is the less than 12. This is greater than or equal to 12. Okay, from the greater than or equal to 12 is the else. Okay, therefore, it is not required to type greater than or equal to 12. මේ else part එකේ greater than equal to 12 එකක් ලියන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. මොකද මේකේ else කියන්නේ මේකේ අනිත් පැත්ත. greater than 12 කියලා කම්පියුටර් කොහොමද දන්නේ? Compiler knows it is greater than or equal to 12. But you have to provide, although it is greater than or equal to 12, it should be less than 18. Okay. Let's say after the 18, you have to provide good evening. Then it should be less than 18. So you have to provide else. Else mean greater than equal to 12. And if time less than 18, then you can provide good afternoon. Okay. Again, you can provide else. Else mean both of this condition false. Okay. That means greater than, sorry, less than 12 false, greater than or equal to 12, and the less than 18. That means less than 18 false. Less than 18 mean up to here. False mean now greater than or equal 18. Here else mean greater than or equal 18. It is not required, right? Computer can identify. Else mean greater than or equal to it. Okay, then you can provide good evening. Okay, I think you guys can understand this one properly. මම සිංහලෙන් කියනවා නම් මුලින්ම අපි කන්ඩිෂන් එක දාන්නේ 12ට අඩු ඒවා. 12ට අඩුයි නම් මෙන්න මේක කරන්න. මේ else එකෙන් කියන්නේ මේකේ අනිත් පැත්ත. අනිත් පැත්ත කියන්නේ 12 මේකේ විරුද්ධ පැත්ත. 12ට අඩුයි කියන එක අනිත් පැත්ත. ඒ කියන්නේ 12 හෝ ඊට වැඩි ඒවා. මේකෙන් කියන්නේ 12 හෝ ඊට වැඩි ඒවා ආයි මේක ලියන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. හරි? මේක ලියන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ 12 හෝ වැඩිව කියන්න ඕනේ. else කියන්නේ කම්පියුටර් අඳුර ගන්නවා මේ 12 හෝ ඊට වැඩි ඒවායි කියලා. එතන තව කන්ඩිෂන් එකක් දානවා 12 හෝ ඊට වැඩි වුණාට කමන්නේ නැහැ. තව කන්ඩිෂන් එකක් චෙක් කරන්න ඕන 12ට වැඩි වුණාට 18ට අඩු වෙන්නත් ඕන. තව කන්ඩිෂන් එකක් චෙක් කරනවා 18ට අඩු වෙන්න ඕන. එතන මෙතන and operation එකක් වගේ එකක් තමයි යන්නේ. මේකට වැඩි වෙන්න ඕන මේකට අඩු වෙන්නත් ඕන. එතකොට good afternoon. මේ else එකේ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ condition එකත් false වෙනවා. මේ else එකේ කියන්නේ මේ දුන්න එක false වෙනවා. මේ හැම else එකටම corresponding if එකක් තියෙනවා. So remember that each else there is a corresponding if statement. So this else is belongs to the this if statement. This else is belongs to the this if statement. Okay. Now I think you guys can understand this one. Okay. Actually, this else mean not belong to the this if, that everything. This else and this opposite of this part. Okay. Now time is less than 18. Okay. Else mean greater than or equal 18. It is not required, right? මේ else එකේ ලියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ විශාලයි 18 කියලා ලියන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ කොහොමත් ඒ විශාලයි 18 තමයි else එකට එන්නේ. හරි? මේ දෙකම condition false නුත් මෙන්න මේක තමයි එන්නේ මෙන්න මේකට කියනවා good evening කියලා. Okay, now I think you guys can understand. So what you can do, let's say if time less than 12, print good morning. Else there should be another condition. Else if time less than 18. Okay. This else is belongs to, if I can write this one. This else mean time greater than or equal to 12. Okay. And else this one, and there is another condition, time less than 18, then you have to provide this one. Okay. And you can write another else statement. Else mean now opposite of this one. That mean this else is belongs to the opposite of this one. That mean less time should be greater than or equal to 12, and this condition, and time is less than 18. The false of this one, that mean time greater than or equal 18 is the else. Okay, time less than 18 is this one, and time greater than or equal 18 is the else part. Okay, it is not required to write, computer can identify. Else mean opposite of this if statement. Okay, this if is belongs to the, sorry, this else is belong to this if statement. This else is belong to the opposite of this if statement. හැමදෙස්සම else එකක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒකට corresponding if එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනමයි. ඒ if එකේ අනිත් පැත්ත තමයි else එකට එන්නේ. දැන් මෙතන else එකෙන් කියන්නේ මේ උඩ තියෙන if එකේ අනිත් පැත්ත. මේ else එකෙන් කියන්නේ මේ ඊට උඩ තියෙන if එකේ අනිත් පැත්ත, විරුද්ධ පැත්ත. Okay, now I think you guys can understand. Then we can provide printf good evening. And there is a question again. So can we give more than one condition to the if statement? Can we provide more than one condition to the if when we use the else if function? Yes, you can provide more than one condition. It is also applicable. I will come to that part later. Okay. So now I am going to run this program. Enter time is 10. Good morning. Enter time is 15. Good afternoon. Enter time is 19. Good evening. Okay. So this is the example of if-else ladder. Okay. So if you have more than that, if you have this kind of if-else statement, that means this kind of thing we call if-else ladder. You can provide more than one if-else ladder. That means suppose that now here also you have tried another one. Then if time less than, now this else is belong to the opposite of this one. That means greater than 18, greater than or equal 18. Here also you are checking less than 23. Okay, less than 23. Good evening. And here provide another else statement. Here we provide another statement that means equal 23. Suppose that user enter up to 23 hours. Okay. Then what happen if the equal 23, let's say at 11 o'clock, 23 mean 11 o'clock, no, midnight, let's say midnight. Or usually midnight is 12 o'clock, let's say we put the, let's say here, you sent up to 24, let's say 24 is the midnight. /n. Okay. Then we can run this program. If time is 6, that means good morning. If the time is 13, good afternoon. If the time is 19, good evening. If the time is 24, it is midnight. Okay, likewise, you can provide so many if-else statements. So this kind of thing we call if-else ladder. if-else ladder එක මේක ඉනිමකක් වගේනේ. එකින් එක පැන යනවා පල්ලෙහාට. ඕන තරම් පල්ලෙහාට දාන්න යන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට conditions. Okay? මේක කියන්නේ if-else ladder එකක් කියලා. So this is an example for a if-else ladder. In the if-else ladder also, these curly braces are mandatory if you have more than one line. Okay. If you have more than one line, these curly braces are mandatory. If you have only one line, the curly braces are optional. කලින් වගේම තමයි lines එකකට වඩා ලියන්න ඕන නම් අනිවාර්යෙන් curly braces දාන්න ඕනේ. line එකයි නම් තියෙන්නේ curly brace දැම්මත් එකයි නැතත් එකයි. ඉතින් වඩා හොඳයි හැම ඉස්සෙල්ලම curly brace දාන එක. Okay, now I think you guys can understand. I repeat that one. If you have only one line, curly braces are optional. If you have more than one line to be executed for a particular condition, then curly braces are mandatory. Okay. Therefore, I think it's better whether one line or more than one line, it's better you provide the curly braces. But remember that if you have only one line, curly braces are optional. Okay, and the next one is you can provide more than one condition in if statement. For an example, let's say you need to provide marks of a particular subject. Okay, let's say you have two subjects. Therefore, I take S1 and S2, subject 1 and subject 2. Okay, and user need to enter the marks of the subject. Enter marks for S1. Okay, here you provide take the marks for the S1. And again, we need to take the marks for the S2. Enter marks for the S2. Take that marks to the S2. Okay, then what we have to do, then we have to check whether that particular student that this marks is belong to a particular student. Suppose that marks of the particular student, that mean S1 and S2, if both of them are greater than 50, that student pass the exam. If the one of the subject is fails below 50, that means student fail the exam below the 50. For an example, let's say M1 and M2, let's take mark 1 for the subject, let's say S1 and S2. Subject 1, let's say take 70 and subject 2, 76. Okay, both are greater than 50, therefore we can say student pass the exam. Okay, and the next one is first subject takes 70 marks, but the second subject 43. First subject, okay, it is greater than 50, but the second subject less than 50, therefore student fail this subject. Suppose that this is the requirement. Okay, and the next one is first subject 40, second subject 80. Again fail because the first subject less than 50. And the next condition is first subject 30 and second subject 46. Both the subjects less than 50, again student fail. Suppose that if the student need to pass the exam, both of the subject should take more than 50 marks. Okay, based on this condition, we can write a program. Now we are taking the subject one by one. So we can provide that using the if-else ladder, as well as we can provide that one using more than one condition inside the if. Okay. First take the if-else, first take, not the if-else ladder. First take more than one condition. We can provide if first condition is the whatever the subject marks should be greater than or equal 50. So we can provide S1 greater than or equal 50. Okay. Not only this one, the second subject also we have to take more than 50. Okay. You can provide an end S2 greater than or equal 50. Okay. If these both conditions are true, then what you can provide? Then you can provide printf pass or whatever statement you like. Else mean one of the condition is false, either left side or right side. If the left side is below 50, student obviously fail. If the right side is below 50, then student is failed. So you can provide printf fail. Okay, you can run this program. Let's say first example 70, marks 2 is 76. Yes, he passed the exam. And the second one 70, but the second S2 is 43. Fail because the second condition failed. And again 40 and 80. First subject is 40, second subject is 80. Again fail because the first subject below 50. The last example, both subjects below 50, 30 and 46. Again fail. Okay. Now I think you guys can understand. I think that's a one student, that Muthukumar, you asked the example of this one, isn't it? Or did you ask any other thing? That Muthukumar, you asked, can you give the more than one condition? Yes. Okay, this is the one way of writing this program. Okay. And there is another way. What is that way? So I'm going to comment this line. Okay, just erase everything. Using nested if else statement. Okay, there is a nested if else statement. So example of this one is, now this is the logic behind the subject, same logic. If the two subjects marks greater than or equal 50, student pass the examination, otherwise fails. Okay, then what you can do, you can provide first if condition. If S1 greater than or equal 50. Here we provide first condition and the else. Okay, now this is the condition, S1 greater than 50. Now you guys tell me, if the S1 greater than 50, inside here, can we say pass? Yes or no? Can we say pass? Pass the examination according to this same criteria. S1 greater than or equal 50. Can we say pass?
No, we have to check both values, sir.
Yeah, we'll check the both value, but however, we cannot say pass. Okay, then my next one is, can we say fail? Can we say fail? Yes or no?
No, sir. This
No.
just checks one value whether it's higher. If it's
Yeah.
lower, we can say, but this the
Value is
correct
higher. Yeah, then you can identify in the inside the if statement, you cannot provide anything because you check only one condition. Okay, now I will come to the else part. In the else mean opposite of this if this else is belong to this if condition, opposite of this if. That mean else mean S1 less than 50. Okay, if it is less than 50, can we say student pass? Can we say student pass? Yes or no? In the else part, can we say student pass the exam?
No, sir. If it's the else pass, that means the student has not scored higher than pass
Yeah.
mark.
Then can we say student fail?
Yes, we can.
Yes, obviously student fail. If the first condition is false, less than 50, obviously here we can provide student fail. So in the else statement, I'll provide printf fail. That is correct. It is not required to check anything. If the first subject is below 50, obviously student fail the examination. Okay, the problem is if the subject 1 has more than 50 marks, we cannot say that student pass or fail because we have to check the second subject also. Then inside the if condition, you can provide another if. Inside the if mean the sub F1 is pass. And here you have to check F2 also. F2 greater than or equal 50. Okay, here also you can provide if and else statement. Okay. Now, according to this example, first if statement is belong to the S1 subject. S1 has greater than 50. Okay. Now, within this bracket, from here to here, within this block, okay, all the things are belongs to the subject S1 greater than 50. සිංහලෙන් කියනවා මෙන්න මේ starting block එකයි මෙන්න මේ ending block එකයි අතර හැම දෙයකටම එන්නේ S1 එක 50ට වැඩි කට්ටිය විතරයි. Okay, now within this block S1 has greater than 50. Okay, And here there's another if statement. S1 greater than 50, greater than or equal 50. Greater than or equal 50. And this block, F2 greater than or equal 50. Okay. Inside this if statement, can we say student pass? Inside the inner if statement, can we say student pass the examination? Yes or no? Just a simple question. Yes, then
Depends,
student pass.
because
Because-
it's coming for their both F1 is higher and F2 is high.
Yeah, now you can understand that part properly. Now the both conditions match. S1 greater than 50, S2 also greater than 50, then we can say printf pass. Okay, in the else part mean S2 has less than 50. F2 subject less than 50 is the else, because this else is belong to the opposite of this if statement. Okay, therefore this else is belong to the opposite of this one, that means less than 50. F2 has less than 50 marks, but still you are inside the first if condition. That means S1 has greater than 50. S1 has greater than 50, but S2 has less than 50. Therefore, inside here, can we say student pass? Can we say student pass? Yes or no? Can we say pass?
No.
No, we can't say, because the second subject fails. Else mean opposite of this one. Second subject fail, but the first subject is pass. Therefore, we cannot say this one. So can we say fail? Yes or no? Can we say fail?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can say fail, because the second subject is fail. If the one of the subject is fail, student fail the examination. So this is the way of writing this one. So we can run this program. Take the same example, 70 and 76. Okay, student pass. And the next example, 70 and 43. Fail, because the second subject fail. Next example, 40 and 80. Again fail, because the first subject has 40. In the else part, it is fail. And the last one, 30, 46. Again fail. Okay. So this kind of if-else statement we call nested if-else statement. Okay. That means nested mean one if statement, inside there is another if statement. එක if එකක් ඇතුලේ තව if එකක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට nested කරලා කියලා කියන්නේ කූඩු කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කූඩු කරන තියෙන තේරුම යටතේ තමයි nested if else කියලා කියන්නේ. So this kind of example we call nested if else statement. Okay. Okay, this is another example for the if else statement. Okay, here you can see there are two variables available, variable 1 and variable 2. And user asked to enter the variable 1 and variable 2. Okay. We are taking the value for the variable 1, in the variable 2, we are taking the value for the variable 2. And we are checking variable 1 not equal variable 2. Okay. check whether variable 1 not equal variable 2. Okay. If this condition is true, that means it is not equal. Okay. Check whether, so here you provide first variable 1 is not equal variable 2. After you print this one, you are again check variable 1 greater than variable 2. මුලින්ම check කරන්න මේ දෙක සමාන නැද්ද කියලා. සමාන නැත්නම් එකක් විශාල වෙන්න බෑ. Okay, if it is not equal, check whether variable 1 greater than variable 2. If this condition is true, print variable 1 is greater than variable 2. Else mean opposite of this one. Opposite of this one mean less than variable 2, because this is not equal. Equal case is not there. First condition you check variable 1 not equal variable 2. Okay, therefore first inside the if condition, that means inner if condition, you are checking variable 1 greater than variable 2. Yes, it is greater than. Else mean variable 1 less than variable 2. And here else mean opposite of this if statement. Else එක තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ if එකේ opposite එක. That means variable 1 not equal variable 2, opposite of this one. That means variable 1 equal variable 2. Okay, here you are providing variable 1 is equal to variable 2. So you can provide this one. Variable 1, let's say 20. Variable 2, let's say 30. Okay, variable 1 is not equal variable 2. Variable 1 is less than variable 2. Okay. Let's take an equal case. 30. Variable 2 also 30. Variable 1 equal to variable 2. Okay. Likewise, now here also, this is an example of nested if-else statement. Okay. You can provide this one using the if-else ladder also. So how to provide using, how to rewrite this statement using if-else ladder? What you can do, you can first provide if variable 1 less than variable 2. If it is less than variable 2, what we can say? Printf v1 less than v2. If it is less than, we can provide it is less than. And the else, what you can do? Else mean greater than variable 1 greater than variable 2 or equal variable 2. Okay, then what you can do? Here we are checking another if statement. If variable 1 greater than variable 2, then printf v1 greater than v2. Variable 1 greater than v2. And again, another else. Opposite of this one. That means variable 1 greater than variable 2. Opposite of this one means opposite of this one as well as opposite of this one. That means equal case. Here we can provide printf v1 equal to v2. දැන් මුලින්ම මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? variable 1 එක variable 2 වලට අඩුද කියලා බලන්න. හරි? එහෙමනම් මෙහෙම කියනවා. else කියන්නේ අඩු නැහැ කියන එක. ඒ කියන්නේ අඩු else කියන්නේ සමාන හෝ වැඩියි කියන්නේ. හරි? මේකෙන් බලන්න එහෙනම් වැඩිද කියලා. වැඩි නම් මෙහෙම කියනවා. else කියන්නේ එහෙනම් අඩුත් නැහැ වැඩිත් නැහැ. මේ දෙකම false. එහෙනම් මේක සමානයි. So I think you guys can understand this one. So we can run this program. Let's say variable 1 30, variable 2 40. Variable 1 less than variable 2. Again, variable 1 50, variable 2 20, variable 1 greater than variable 2. Let's take equal case. Variable 1 40, variable 2 also 40, variable 1 equal to variable 2. Okay. Now the same thing, the same part I wrote in if else ladder. Okay. So there are several ways you can write. So based on the particular problem you identified, you can solve that problem using if else ladder or nested if else statement or whatever the conditional statement you like. Okay. I think you guys can understand this one properly. Okay, now we can move to the exercises. Any questions up to here? Any questions? No. I will do 1 or 2 exercises. And the next lab session, I'll do the switch case. Okay. Take the first one. The question asks to write a C program to print the values according to the user input. Okay. You need to print the values according to the user input. Okay. If A mean, suppose that A is the user input value. If the A greater than 60, then print statement, I like ice cream. If it is, that mean greater than 30, actually, if mean the else part of this one after that greater than 30. That means if the A is greater than 60, provide I like ice cream. Otherwise, the otherwise part is missing in this one. So you have to provide otherwise if the A is less than greater than 30. Greater than 30 mean in between 60 and 30. Okay, print statement I like chocolate. If A is greater than 20 mean in between 30 and 20. Print statement I like apple. Otherwise mean less than or equal 20. Okay, I do not like anything. Okay, hint, you should read the value through a keyboard. So what you can provide, you can get the keyboard input, int A, printf, enter value for A. Scanf, percentage D, and A. First one is we have to check if the A is greater than 60. If A greater than 60, then what we have to provide, print statement, I like ice cream. Printf, I like ice cream and /n for the next line. And the else you have to check another one, A greater than 30. Greater than 30. In such a situation, we have to provide I like chocolate. And else part, again we have to check another condition. What is that condition? If A is greater than 20. A greater than 20. Greater than 20, then I like apple. Okay. Otherwise print, I do not like anything. Otherwise mean less than or equal 20. That means else. Okay, do we need to provide the less than or equal 20? No. Else mean less than or equal 20. So here we can provide printf, I don't like anything. So this is the answer for this program using if-else ladder. Enter value for A. Let's say value is 80. 80 means less than 60. Yes, I like ice cream. Then you can provide next one. If A less than 30. Less than 30 means else of this one. That means in between 60 and 30. Let's say 50. I like chocolate. And next one is 50 greater than 30 and 22. Let's say greater than 22. I like apple. Yes, I like apple. And the last one is less than 20. Less than or equal 20. Let's say 15. I do not like anything. Okay, this is the simple way of writing the answer using the if-else ladder. And there is another one. So in our exercise, we have x20, x30, and x60. In our exercise, that means you took the variable a as x. Did you mean that one? Oh, I don't understand your question. Yes, it doesn't matter. You can provide whatever the variable, but the question asks the variable as a. No, that is why I use a. You can provide whatever the variable you like, but if the question specifically mentioned that take the variable as a, then provide it as it is. Otherwise, you will lose your mark. Here doesn't matter. You can provide whatever the variable you like. Remember that in the question paper, in the assignment or final paper, if it is specifically mentioned, take the variable as x or y or whatever the one, then you can use that one. What is the condition in exercise is different. I don't understand. Condition in exercise is different mean in our exercise we have x20, x30. That mean this one you are asking. Exercise 2 it is, that is. Do you ask about exercise 2 or exercise 1? Here I am talking about exercise 1. Say Nana. Okay. I think you mistakenly go for the exercise 2. Exercise 2 for the switch case statement. Okay. Exercise 1 is this one. Okay. Shall we move to the second part? Write a program to check whether a given year is a leap year or not. Okay. I think you know that what does it mean by a leap year. There's a hint available. A leap year is a multiple of 4. And if it is a multiple of 100, it must also be a multiple of 400. Okay. That is the condition. Okay. So what is a leap year? I think you guys know what does it mean by a leap year. Okay, then forget about this, whatever this condition, whatever the things. According to your knowledge, what is a leap year? How many days per leap year? Okay, a normal year, how many days per year? A normal, how many days per year? It is 365. A leap year, how many days? If it is a leap year, yes, it is 366. Okay. අධික අවුරුද්දක් කියලා කියන්නේ පෙබරවාරි මාසෙට 29ක් වෙනකොට ඒ අවුරුද්දට දවස් 366ක් වෙනවා. Okay, when there is a 29 days for the February month, the total days per year is 366. Okay, usually leap year arrives how many years? After how many years? Usually leap year arrives after how many years? Yeah, usually it's arrived after 4 years. Okay, then I'll ask you some example. Let's say year 2000. Okay, year 2000. Is it a leap year or not? Year 2000. If it is a leap year or not? Year 2000.
It's a leap year, right?
Yeah,
It's
it is a leap year. So we usually take if it is divisible by 4, it is a leap year. So that is the normal way of we are thinking. Okay. So year 2000 is a leap year. Then year 2001, is it is a leap year? 2001? No, it is not a leap year. 2000, you know, 2001 is not a leap year. 2004, is it a leap year? Yes, it is a leap year. 2008, is it a leap year? Yes, likewise leap year goes. And I'll take 2092. Is it a leap year? 2092? Yes, because 2092 is divisible by 4. Therefore, we say it is a leap year. And 2096, is it a leap year? Yes, 2096 also it is divisible by 4. It is a leap year. And 2100, is it a leap year?
No.
No, most of students say no. So what is the reason? Although it is a divisible by 4, 2100 is not a leap year. Okay, it is not a leap year. So usually we know the leap year arrives after 4 years. The pattern is every 4 years leap year arrives, but every 100 years that pattern breaks. සෑම අවුරුදු 100කට වතාවක් මේ 4 ගුණාකාර යන මේක බ්‍රේක් එක කැඩෙනවා. That means after 2096, the next leap year is 2104. 2096ට පස්සේ leap year එන්නේ 2104 අවුරුදු 8කට වතාවක්. අවුරුදු 8කට පස්සේ එන්නේ. Okay? 2096, 2100 is not a leap year. The next leap year is 2104. After that, 2000, sorry. After that, 2108, 2112, likewise it goes 2192, 2196, 2200. Again, it is not a leap year. Then 2204, 2208, 2212, likewise 2292, 2296, 2300. Is it a leap year? 2300? No, again it is not a leap year. Again 2304, 2308, 2312, likewise it goes 2392, 2396, 2400. Is it a leap year? 2400? Yes or no? 2400. Yes, it is a leap year. Okay, that you know that every 100 years that pattern break. Okay, you know that every 100 years the pattern break, but this break reset every 400 years. දැන් ඔයාලට පේනවා ඇති අවුරුදු 4න් 4ට තමයි සාමාන්‍ය ලීප් එකක් එන්නේ. නමුත් අවුරුදු 100කට වතාවක් ඔය පැටර්න් එක බ්‍රේක් වෙනවා. කියන්නේ සෑම 100 ගුණාකාරයක්ම වගේ සෑම 100 ගුණාකාරයක් වෙනකොට මේ ලීප් ඉයර් පැටර්න් එක බ්‍රේක් වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ 2100 ලීප් ඉයර් නෙමෙයි, 2200 ලීප් ඉයර් නෙමෙයි, 2300 ලීප් ඉයර් නෙමෙයි. නමුත් අවුරුදු 400කට වතාවක් ඒ බ්‍රේක් එක ආයි රීසෙට් වෙනවා. So 2400 is a leap year again. Okay. Then 2404, 2408, 2412 likewise, 2492, 2496, then 2500. Is it a leap year? 2500, is it a leap year? No, again it is not a leap year. Likewise 2600, not a leap year. 2700, not a leap year. 2800, it is a leap year. මේකේ පොඩි පැටර්න් එකයි තියෙන්නේ. සාමාන්‍ය ලීප් එකක් එන්නේ අවුරුදු 4කට වතාවක්. නමුත් අවුරුදු 100කට වතාවක් ඒ පැටර්න් එක බ්‍රේක් වෙනවා. සෑම 100 ගුණාකාරයක් වෙද්දීම ලීප් එක බ්‍රේක් වෙනවා. නමුත් සෑම අවුරුදු 400කට වතාවක් ඒ බ්‍රේක් එක ආයි රීසෙට් වෙනවා. Okay, now I think you guys can understand this simple pattern because that you know that the reason for this one is suppose that this is our sun and this is earth. Earth take approximately 365.2422 days to rotate around the sun. සාමාන්‍ය පෘථිවියට හිරු වටා යන්න දවස් 365.242 මේවයි ගානක් යන්නේ. හරි. හරියටම 365.25 වුණා නම් මොකද? 2.5 වුණා හැම අවුරුදු 4කට වතාවක් තමයි යන්නේ. ඒතර මේ බ්‍රේක් ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ. අවුරුදු 4කට වතාවක් යනවා 2.5 වුණා. නමුත් මේ 2.5 නෙමෙයි 2.4 2.2 මේ වගේ කැඩිච්ච ගානක් එන්නේ. So it is not a rounded one likewise 2.5 sorry 0.25 it is 2422 likewise. That is why we have to break the 4-year pattern after 100 years and we need to reset after 400 years because of this problem. Okay, you guys don't worry about this whatever the sun rotate around the sorry that earth rotate around the sound and it is take 365 whatever the one. So you have to take the condition. What are the conditions? First we have to check whether it is divisible by 4. Although it is a divisible by 4, can we say it is a leap year? If a particular year is divisible by 4, can we say it is a leap year? No, we cannot say it is a leap year. Okay. Then we have to check whether it is divisible by 100 also. If it is a divisible by 100, can we say it is a leap year or it is not a leap year? No. Again, we have to check whether it is divisible by 400 also. If it is a divisible by 400, it is obviously leap year. Okay. Now I think you guys can get an idea that behind that we get the idea to be written in this. Okay, now I am going to write this program. So there are several ways you can write this program. Okay, using the nested if statement or using the more than one condition in this inside this statement. Okay, there are several ways. Okay. I'll take first example. I'll get the example using the nested if-else statement. Okay. First one is we have to check whether entered year is divisible by 4. Okay. First of all, we have to take the user input. Okay. Take int year. Okay, let's take x. Int x, then printf enter year, then scanf percentage d and x. Okay, now I write a condition. First, I need to check whether the entire year is divisible by 4. Okay, suppose that I need to check the divisible by 4. How do we check whether that year is divisible by 4 or not? කොහොමද මේ condition එක check කරන්නේ? enter කරපු අවුරුද්ද 4ෙන් බෙදෙනවද නැද්ද? That means it is perfectly divisible by 4 or not. How do you check?
Using the modulus function?
Yes, we can use the modulus function. That means if we use that x divide function, if x divide by 4, okay, then it will take that whatever the 2000 divided by 4, let's say user enter 2000. If you divide by 4, here 5 and 20, here 0, here 0, here 0, here 0. So remainder is 0. Okay, if you use x divided by 4, okay, you will get 500 as output. But do we need 500? Do we need to exactly divide? No, we need to take the whether it is divisible or not, perfectly divisible. If it is perfectly divisible, the remaining value should be 0. Let's say you divide 2001 divided by 4, then 500, it is 2000, remaining is 1. Okay, the remaining is 1. So if the remainder is 1, that means if the remaining value is non-zero, that means it is not divisible by 4. අපි දැන් මේ මොකක් හරි අවුරුද්දක් 4ෙන් බෙදුවට පස්සේ ඉතුරු වගයක් එනවා නම් ඒ කියන්නේ 4ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතුරු වගේ බිඳුව නම් 4ෙන් බෙදෙනවා. Okay? Then how do you get this remainder? The ඉතුරු වගේට කියන්නේ remainder කියලා. So how do we get this remainder? Remainder can be taken x modulus 4. The 500 can be taken x divided by 4. Okay, I think you guys can understand this one properly. So what I'm going to do is, instead of division, I use the modulus operator. X modulus by 4, and you will get the remaining value 0, 1, 2, or whatever the one. And you have to check whether it is equal to the 0. Then you have to use the operator double equal. I think you guys know the equal operator you learned in the previous lab session. X divisible by 4 equals 0. Okay, that means it is divisible by 4. And else. Okay, now I think you guys can take this simple example, x divisible by 4. Okay, if the x is divisible by 4, can we say inside here, can we say printf it is a leap year? Can we say it is a leap year? Yes or no? If it is divisible by 4. No, we cannot say, because yes, most of cases divisible by 4, that means 2000, 2004, 2008, 212, they are leap years. But you know, 2100 also divisible by 4. But are they leap years? No, they are not leap years. 2100, 2200, they are not leap years. But they are divisible by 4. But they are not leap years. Therefore, we cannot say it is a leap year. Therefore, we have to remove that one. Okay, now go to the else part. What does it mean by else? Else means not divisible by 4. If it is not divisible by 4, can we say it is a leap year? Opposite of this one. If it is not divisible by 4, can we say it is a leap year? Yes or no? The 4ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ else කියන්නේ 4ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ අපිට leap year. No, it is obviously not a leap year. Then Can we say it is not a leap year? Can we say it is not a leap year? Yes, we can say. Obviously, if it is not divisible by 4, it is not a leap year. දැන් 4ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ආයි කතා කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ කොහොමද ලීප් ඉයර් නෙමෙයි. හරි? 4ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැති කිසිම අවුරුද්දක් ලීප් ඉයර් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඉතින් බය නැතුව කියන්න පුළුවන් it is not a leap year. හරි? දැන් මේ 4ෙන් බෙදුනොත් තමයි ප්‍රශ්නේ. මොකද 4ෙන් බෙදුනොත් මෙන්න මේ 100 200 ඇලිත් තියෙනවනේ. ඒකයි ප්‍රශ්නේ තියෙන්නේ. 4ෙන් බෙදෙන ඒවා. 4ෙන් බෙදුනයි කියලා ලීප් ඉයර් කියන්න බෑ. Okay? Although it is divisible by 4, we cannot say it is a leap year. But if it is not divisible by 4, obviously we can say it is not a leap year. Okay, now I am going inside the if condition again. Okay, within this block, you are getting all the values that divisible by 4. මේ block එක ඇතුලේ ඔක්කොම values එන්නේ 4ෙන් බෙදෙනවා විතරයි. ඒ කියන්නේ 4ෙන් බෙදෙනවා කියන්නේ 2006 එනවා, 2004 එනවා, 2008 එනවා, 2100 එනවා, 2400 එනවා, ඔක්කොම එනවා. හරි 2100 sorry 2001 2002 ඒ වගේ ඒවා එන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ වගේ ඒවා යන්නේ මෙන්න මෙහාට. else part එක. 2001 2002 වගේ. 2001 2002 2003 such kind of example goes to the else part. But 2004 2008 2092 2100 2200 2300 2400 2296 those are belongs to the this block. Okay, now here you have to check whether again it is divisible by 100. Okay, I will put a condition if that x value divisible by 100. Divisible by 100 means modulus 100 equal 0. If it is modulus 100 equal 0, and the else part of that one also I write here. Else. Okay, now remember that within this block, all the things are inside the, within this block. That means outer if condition. Within this highlighted part, they are divisible by 4. මෙන්න මේ highlighted block එක ඇතුලේ හැමෝටම එන්නේ 4ෙන් බෙදෙන එක. ඒක ඇතුලේ මෙන්න මේ කෑල්ලට එන්නේ 4ෙනුයි 100නුයි දෙකෙම බෙදෙන එක. Okay, now here inside here the values are divisible by 4 and divisible by 100. Okay, if it is divisible by 4 and divisible by 100, can we say it is a leap year? 4නුත් බෙදෙනවා 100නුත් බෙදෙනවා. Can we say it is a leap year? No, we cannot say it is a leap year because if it is divisible by 100, it is not a leap year. No? Then can we say it is not a leap year? Can we say it is not a leap year?
No, sir.
No, that is also not possible. Why? Because the 2400 is a leap year. දැන් මේක 100ෙන් බෙදෙනවනේ. හරි? 100 බෙදුනම මේක leap එකක් වෙනවා. So we cannot say exactly it is leap year or not a leap year. Okay? Then we can move to the else part. In the else mean within this block it is divisible by 4. Else part mean opposite of this if. මේ else එක කියන්නේ මේ if එකේ opposite එක. if එකෙන් කියන්නේ 100ෙන් බෙදෙන ඒවා. හරි? else part එකෙන් කියන්නේ 100ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැහැ. Not divisible by 100. Okay? Divisible by 4 but not divisible by 100. Can we say it is a leap year? 4ෙන් බෙදෙනවා නමුත් 100ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැහැ මෙතන. Can we say it is a leap year? Yes, we can say it is a leap year. 4ෙන් බෙදෙනවා 100ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැහැ. 100ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ සෙට් එකම අයින් වෙලා යනවා. මෙන්න මේ අන්තිමට එන සෙට් එකම හැලෙනවා එතන. මේ අන්තිමට එන 100ෙන් බෙදෙන ඒවානේ. 100ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැහැ නමුත් 4ෙන් බෙදෙනවා. 100ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන්නේ පහළ 100ෙන් බෙදුනොත් තමයි ප්‍රශ්න ඔක්කොම තියෙන්නේ. 100ෙන් බෙදුනොත් දැන් 400ෙන් ඔක්කොම 100ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැත්නම් කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. 4ෙන් බෙදනවා නම් ලීප් year. Okay, then we can exactly say it is a leap year. Do you understand? Okay, that means I can give you example. These are the not divisible by 100 but divisible by 4. Divisible by 4 but not divisible by 100. That means 2000, 2004, 2008, 2004, 2008, 2012, likewise, those are the examples. Okay. What is this else part? This is divisible by 4. Else mean not divisible by 4. මේ කියන්නේ 4ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැති ඒවා. 4ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැත්නම් කොහොමද ලීප් වෙන්නේ? 4ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන්නේ. That means 2001, 2002, 2005, those days. They are not leap year. 4ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැති ඒවා. මේ කියන්නේ 4ෙන් බෙදිලා 100ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැති ඒවා. මෙන්න මේ වගේ. Okay. Obviously it is a leap year. Now I go to the inside of the inner if condition. Write another inner if condition. If x divisible by 400, again if and else. I think you guys can see the screen properly. I a little bit decrease the font size. Is it visible? You guys? Is it visible now? Yes or no? Yes, okay. Now, divisible by 400. Okay, still you are inside this block. Divisible by 4. මේ 4ෙන් බෙදෙන block එක ඇතුලේ ඉන්නේ. It is divisible by 4. Okay. Again this one. Okay. Divisible by 100. Divisible by 4 and as well as divisible by 100. And here divisible by 400. දැන් මේක ඇතුළට මොකද වෙන්නේ? 4ෙනුත් බෙදෙනවා, 100ෙනුත් බෙදෙනවා, 400නුත් බෙදෙනවා. Okay. Then can we say it is a leap year? Printf. Can we say it is a leap year likewise? Yes or no? Yes, it is a leap year. දැන් 400ෙන් බෙදෙනවා කියන්නේ leap year මේ 400 ගුණාකාර leap years පේනව නේද මේ? 400 100 4ෙනුත් බෙදෙනවා 100නුත් බෙදෙනවා 400නුත් බෙදෙනවා 400 800 ඒව ඔක්කොම leap years. So we can understand the 2400, 2800, they are divisible by 4, they are divisible by 100 as well as they are divisible by 400. So they are leap years. So we can simply say it is a leap year. Else part. Okay. For your better understanding, I write this is divisible by 4. Okay. And here what happened? Here this is divisible by 4 and divisible by 100. And what is this part? Divisible by 4 divisible by 4 divisible by 100 and divisible by, let's say, divisible by 4 and divisible by 100 and divisible by 400. Okay. And what is this else part? Else mean divisible by 4, divisible by 100, but not divisible by 400. When make any path. Divisible by 4. Divisible by 4. Okay. Divisible by 100. Yes, still you are inside the divisible by 100. May block divisible by 100. but else part of divisible by 400 and not divisible by 400. මේ කියන්නේ 400න් බෙදෙන්නේ නැති. 4නුත් බෙදෙනවා 100නුත් බෙදෙනවා 400න් බෙදෙන්නේ. Okay. Then can we say it is a leap year? It is divisible by 4 because still you are inside this block. And divisible by 100 because you are still inside this block. And the else part of 400 divisible by 400. That means not divisible by 400. Divisible by 4, divisible by 100. Yes, but not divisible by 400. 4නුත් බෙදෙනවා 100නුත් බෙදෙනවා 400න් බෙදෙන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙනම් leap year ද නැද්ද? Is it a leap year or not? Yes, it is not a leap year. Why? Divisible by 4. That means it is belong to all of them. Divisible by 4. And divisible by 100. That means divisible by 100 කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ ඔක්කොම හැලෙනවා එතකොට. 2000 2004 මේ පැති ඔක්කොම ටික හැලිලා යනවා. Divisible by 100 කොහොම මෙන්න මේ පැත්ත විතරයි එන්නේ. Divisible by 100. This one. Divisible by 100. But not divisible by 4. ඒකේ මේ ටිකත් හැලෙනවා. මෙන්න මේව ටික විතරයි එන්නේ. මෙන්න මේ ටිකයි මෙන්න මේ ටිකයි. Not divisible by 400. Then 2100, 2200, 2300, 2500, 2600, 2700. Are they leap years? Are they leap years? Yes or no? May the leap years? No, they are not leap years. So what you can say? You can provide they are not leap year. It is not a leap year. We can give the example. They are 2100, 2200, 2300, 2500, 2600, those things. Example. Okay, here what happened? Here we provide it is a leap year. That means divisible by 4, divisible by 100, divisible by 400. 4නුත් බෙදෙනවා 100නුත් බෙදෙනවා 400නුත් බෙදෙනවා. මෙතනට එන්නේ මොන වගේ example? 400, 800, those things. 2400, 2800. Those are the example for this category. 2800, it is a leap year. So it is not a leap year, 2100, those things. And the else part, put a comment for this else part. This else part inside this if, that means divisible by 4. Okay, then you can say divisible by 4. Okay, and this else part is belong to opposite of this if condition. That means divisible by 100. Opposite of this one is not divisible by 100. හතරෙන් බෙදිලා 100ෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැතිව මේ තියෙන ඒවා තමයි. Here else. Here else is belong to opposite of this if. Divisible by 4. That means here not divisible by 4. Okay. So I comment every line for better understanding. Did I make any mistake? Shall we run this program and check what happened? Enter year. Let's start from year 2000. Year 2000. It is a leap year. Then 2001. It is not a leap year. Then 2004. It is a leap year. Then go to the 2100. It is not a leap year. 2104, it is a leap year. 2107, it is not a leap year. Then go to the 2400. Yes, it is a leap year. Okay, seems to be our logic is working properly. Okay, I explain this one again. If the value divisible by 4, this is the starting block, this is the ending block. If the value divisible by 4, we have to do something. Else mean not divisible by 4. It is not divisible by 4. Obviously, it is not a leap year. හතරෙන් බෙදෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ආයි කතා දෙයක් නැහැ කොහොමත් leap year නෙමෙයි. Okay. Then inside the if condition, there is another if condition divisible by 100. Okay, that means divisible by 4 and divisible by 100. Okay, again, divisible by 4, divisible by 100, there is a set of part, and the else part means divisible by 4, but not divisible by 100. Okay, divisible by 4, not divisible by 100, that means they are leap years. Okay, and inside divisible by 400. That means divisible by 4, divisible by 100, divisible by 400, divisible by 4, divisible by 100, and divisible by 400. Then it is a leap year. Else mean divisible by 4, divisible by 100, but not divisible by 400. So they are not a leap year. 2100, 2200, those things. Okay, this is the one way of writing. One way of solving this problem using the nested if-else statement. Okay, you can rewrite using another way. That means more than one condition. That means if x divisible by 400 directly. If it is divisible by 400, you can directly say it is not a leap year. Likewise, you can provide whatever the way you like. So this is only the one way of writing the answer. You can provide it using the nested if-else statement, likewise, so if-else ladder, or sometimes more than one condition inside the if statement. If this is divisible by this one and this is divisible by this one, then this kind of thing. Okay, you are free to use whatever the way you like. Okay, you have to get the condition properly in your mind. After that, you can provide your answer. Okay, and I'm not going to teach you the rest of the things. You have to provide yourself. I will send you the link to upload the answers. Lab sheet 4. So we can provide the time. Day September 2, Friday, September 8. Can you give me one more chance? Provide the button. Okay, wait a minute. September 8. Switch role to student. Okay, you have 6 days and 16 hours remaining. Submit your answers before September 8, 11:59 p.m. And one student asks, can we give me one more chance to submit the earlier assignment? So you didn't submit the earlier assignment. In lab sheet 3. Sheet 3's assignment is due. Okay, I will give you this September 2. No? I will give you up to the September 3. Okay, for the previous one, you have 1 day and 16 hours. Submit your answers. That Pereira AHK, you can submit your answers. You have 1 day remaining. For the today's lab session, you have 6 days remaining. Okay, read these things carefully. That question number, for an example, take the 3 sides of a triangle, side 1, side 1, side 2, and side 3 from the user, and write a C program to print whether the triangle is a equilateral, isosceles, or a scalene triangle. I think you guys know what does it mean by equilateral, isosceles. If you take a triangle, this one, side 1, side 2, side 3. Okay, if the side 1 equal to side 2 equal to side 3, it is a equilateral triangle. Samapada trikona kiyanne. It is equal. So you have to get the side 3 side from the user. If all sides are equal, you have to provide it is a equilateral. If only 2 sides are equal, that means S1 equal S2 or S2 equal S3 or S3 equal S1. That means only 2 sides are equal, then you can say isosceles. පාද දෙකක් විතර සමාන. මේ පාදේ මේ පාදේ හරි මේ පාදේ මේ පාදේ හරි මොකක් හරි දෙපාද දෙකක් විතර සමාන නම් isosceles. ඒ කියන්නේ සම ද්විපාද. That means otherwise, that means side 1 not equal side 1 not equal side 2 and not equals side 3. Then it is a scalene triangle. Okay, likewise. So I think you guys can understand the question properly and provide the answers. And there is a question. So please explain why code error. So what is the code? So I explained this one properly earlier. The one student asked this question at the morning. So the reason for this one is, so you are assigning the character A to the constants variable. Constants mean once you assign, the value cannot be changed. It is fixed. So in the line number 4, what happened? Line number 4, you try to increase the value. Okay, you know that letter A is, although it is a character, there is a ASCII value available. I told you that ASCII value also. I explained that one. ASCII table. Okay, that capital A, the value is, decimal value is 65. Okay. So here in the variable y, sorry, variable v, the variable called var, you save the 65, decimal 65 in binary format. Okay. Once you provide that one, you try to increase 65 increase by 1. That means you try to provide 65 as 66. You are not allowed to do this one because this is a constant. If you remove this constants, then you can provide. Then it works properly. It is B. 66 mean it is B. Do you understand? Since this is constants value, you are not allowed to increase or decrease. You are not allowed to change the value. The Nayananga THRS 224133M, 224 133M, did 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 Okay. Any other questions? If you don't have question, I can conclude the lab session. There's another one. So could you please explain the question 3 in lab sheet 3 exercise? Question 3. Did you ask this one? What is the output of the following program? Okay. That means when you run this program, it asks expression is not assignable. The reason is here you provide the integer variable called I equal 3. Okay. You are try to increase the I value by 1. After that, you are going to increase the value again. To use this kind of increase, there should be only a variable. That means there should be I. Okay, if it is I, it works properly. Okay, that means if if the I is also an expression likewise, plus or something, then this expression don't work. That means to write this kind of expression, the value should be a variable, not an expression. මේ වගේ plus එකක් හෝ minus increment හෝ decrement එකක් දාන්න ඒක variable එකක් වෙන්න ඕන, expression එකක් නොවෙන්න ඕන. It should not be an expression. That is the reason. Did you get that point? Yes or no? Okay. Any other question? If you don't have any question, I can conclude the lab session. No questions. Okay, seems to be you don't have any questions. Therefore, I conclude the lab session. Thank you for participation.